My name's Schwerpy, and I've been playing Roblox every once in a while since 2010. I've played tons of games on the platform, and I've made quite a few of them myself as well. And out of every single Roblox game I've ever seen or played, I believe Doors is the best one, and here's why. For years and years, Roblox has been kind of a meme. Most people consider it a kid's game, and most people think the game sucks. While at the same time, most of those people haven't even played Roblox before. They don't know what it's like. They only know that it has blocks, it's probably a ripoff of Minecraft, and people don't even call the games made on Roblox quote-unquote real games because they don't consider games made on there to be good. I mean, they think it's a kid's game, so they don't think anything good can come from it. They also say that since the games on there are not standalone, they are probably low quality. And yeah, they just dismiss all the games on there just because of the engine it's made on, which I think is a very, very bad take. I think no matter what engine a game is made on, there are many ways to make it fun and many ways to make very good games on them. Like, I mean, the Unity engine, there's tons of people making garbage games on there too, but of course, very amazing things can come from it as well. Doors, however, is a different story. Now, before I even get into the game itself, recognize the impact that Doors has had. People who haven't even played Roblox before or don't play it often have gone out of their way to play this game, including big names such as Game Theory and XQC. All of them have chimed in, and one thing that has been consistent throughout the feedback is that without the Roblox characters, this game does not look like it was made on the Roblox engine, which I think is one of the biggest compliments you can give to a game made on the Roblox engine. From my knowledge, I cannot think of a single game on Roblox that has gotten this much attention from outside the community with excellent feedback. It's not just a game that non-Roblox players come to meme on, it's an actually amazing experience that players want to try out for themselves. Now, moving beyond this, the game itself is pretty much a masterpiece. Before I played Doors, I actually held the Isle as being one of the best games on Roblox because it felt like an actual experience for me. A journey where I poured hours of effort into, filled with an interesting story, and albeit very slow-paced gameplay, but finishing the game just felt amazing. It even had like a rolling credits thing, it was really cool. With Doors though, I can't really say that I felt the same way, but that's because they are two very different games. I mean, Doors is a horror game that is meant to be fast-paced. There's no visible story, but the world is still very interesting and poses many questions, like, what is the meaning behind the recurring eyeballs in the game? Why are we in a hotel? How does the game continue? LSPLASH, which is one of the two main developers of the game, have done an absolutely amazing job at creating this world, which feels incredibly refined both in the visuals and the audio. The custom models created for the enemies, the furniture, the special effects, they're all just beautiful. And the game also utilizes audio in a very meaningful way and also very effectively. It works really well, like listening for rush or ambush, screech, the figure and whatnot. It always feels accurate and conveys the information to the player without much confusion, since the sound effects for each enemy are designed to be unique and discernible from one another. I also really like this puzzle room. If you've played the game many times before, obviously it may seem monotonous, out of place, or boring because it's the only puzzle room in the game and there's nothing else like it. But in games like these where something crazy can happen from door to door, you know, a safe room that slows the game down, like the puzzle room, can really provide a break in the gameplay that helps with the game's pacing. But that's all standard game stuff. When we talk about Doors in relation to other Roblox games, you'll understand just what I mean when I say Doors is extremely polished. I mean, these guys went out of their way to make custom UI with a clean feel to it and a unique aesthetic. The music in the game is original and composed by LSPLASH himself. I can only imagine that most of, if not all, the audio in the game is also designed by him. From the jump scare sounds to maybe even the footsteps and the knocking. The models of each monster are also very unique, distinct, and interesting. I mean, Screech is this floating eyeball thing that gives you PTSD.
Let's go.
Wait.
I heard. Ah!
I was like walking to
Yeah.
the...
Oh shoot! Oh god! Halt is this floating eye ghost monster that makes you feel like you're underwater. The special effects on Halt are really, really sick. Ambush is loud and aggressive, as shown in his movement.
Oh, no.
Oh. What the fuck was that?
Was that even a rut? I don't feel like
Ambush.
Oh, it's coming again!
The jump scares are super, super high quality, especially compared to the games on Roblox. But compared to some games that are not on Roblox, like other horror games like on Unity or whatever other engine, like these are pretty up there. There's also Rush, which has this little jump scare bait. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but he kind of like inches towards the screen a little bit sometimes. It's kind of random, just to like bait you into anticipating the jump scare incorrectly. I mean, it's not really scary to me, but I can only assume it got somebody out there, and it's really cool that they had that little detail in there. So yeah, I mean, just huge props to these guys, because remember, this game was made by 2 people. Well, actually, I think 3, but mainly 2 people. Like the music, the audio, models, UI, everything was made by these few guys, which makes me appreciate the game even more, because I absolutely love indie games, and I aspire to be an indie game developer as well. So Doors has been an absolute huge inspiration to me, and I'm very glad that it has popped off the way it has. And I'm also very excited for the next chapter. I think many other people are as well. So if you haven't played Doors yet, even if you aren't really into horror or even play Roblox, I do urge you to give it a try. It's free, and it's not even really that scary unless you're like really, really easily scared. But yeah, man, is it a damn good game.